Good morning. Today I want to talk about three of the main things, three of the many things in the human mind. First of all, is threat lockdown. Threat lockdown is happen when you feel a threat and you freeze to it. You cannot do anything. So this is happen actually during our when we are way back in during the civilization time, where you are facing such a big threat such as a bear in front of you. Instead of you running away, your brain thinks that you cannot outrun this bear, and you just freeze up. So that's what happens when you have this threat lockdown. But what not good if you're feeling this kind of thing when you are working for first of all, when you want to communicate with your boss to ask for a raise, or you want to have a difficult conversation, you can have this track lockdown working against you. So to prevent that, you need to think about doing the good job, doing the things now, rather than worrying about the future, worrying about anything bad can happen. And the other things that can help is think of that threat is no longer exists. There's no threat anymore. You have to be feeling safe. You must sit down with yourself and meditate, and just thinking about all that threat has gone away, and you are not feeling the threat anymore. So that's the best thing is you can take around 3 minutes to meditate, to do some kind of breath work while let go of the feeling of this threat that if like most of the times doesn't existed in the first place. Next, I want to talk about cognitive scope limitation. For example, you walking in this for me is KL. It's Times Square. A lot of people walking here and there, crossing the road. And what happened is, a lot of the time people will bump into you and treat you like an object. They doesn't treat you as a human. Why? Because we human has cognitive scope limitation. When there are a lot of people, we cannot see them as a human anymore. It's ingrained in ourselves. So the bad side of this is what happens when the executive, for example, they know they are managing around 150 to 100 employees below them to make the operation run smoothly. They if they if they got affected by this cognitive scope limitation, they will take an action that is abstract rather than visceral, something that is inhuman, because it's easy to see a human as a statistic, as human resources as a number, so they can lay off all the people without thinking much of it. They can fire a lot of people just to get the profit objectives. So this is what happens. So we actually cannot blame them, because this is happens automatically because of our cognitive scope limitation. And to overcome this, we need to have a when we make a decision, we need to personalize it. Imagine that this decision affecting your son, your family, someone who are close to you. So when you have this personalization approach to the decision, you can overcome the cognitive scope limitation that can hurt a lot of other people if you don't take a step back and thinking it more personally, and see people as a human than statistic. And then association. So association, as you can see in the brand, we have for example Coca-Cola. They advertise their brand by showing a image of happy person, and then what happens is when you want to buy a soda drink, you want to feel happy, you want to associate, because the cold drink is associated to happy feeling, so when you drink it you think that you can be feeling happy. So this is actually powerful that brand has created this association that makes people think that way. For example, this is another example. You see the Tiger Woods, okay, buy a certain brand of golf stick, and you decided to buy that one also, even though you know that you are not going to play as good as him, and because of the feeling. Okay, so this feeling is really powerful. It's what creates what makes people to decide to buy your product in the first place, because of the association. So make a good association with the product that you have, and then people will buy. And then lastly is absent blindness. I wrote here, make note to remind yourself to reward low drama manager who get things done with a little or no drama. So this also happen, for example, the effective manager who always thinking ahead, thinking about how to prevent the problem from happening at the first place. He knows when to not take any action that can jeopardize the project. And then this kind of thing we don't see because of absent blindness. And when other manager who are really extreme, like take a drastic approach, very dramatic, and be able to solve that problem. And we look up to this kind of manager, even because of their poor management that causes this problem in the first place. So that's what you want to look at. Sometimes you didn't take any action that creates a success for your project, that create a huge impact for your team and your project. And next, last thing I want to talk about is loss aversion. We are human. We want to stay away from loss as possible. We hate losing. We hate so much. And if you put in a situation where you think you will lose any amount of money or anything, you will defend yourself. That's a automatic behavior, automatic response. But how, for example, how casino makes you want to spend more money, to lose more money without to overcome this loss aversion? They change the currency first. You put a value to the money, right? So when you go to casino, they will not take money, they use the money as a currency for betting. Instead, they change it to plastic money. So when you have this all plastic money, you feel like it's not a huge value, and then you lose a lot of it, and you don't feel as much as pain compared to the actual money. But the truth, it's the same thing lah. But this thing happen psychologically. And then also when you losing a lot of money, casino will upgrade the room for you, gives you a shirt, give you a free drink. So this is all the things that can reduce the phenomena of loss aversion. And this is how casino makes money. That's about it. Thanks.